hard to dominate this fight because the appearance is that he is dominating you. And the appearance is important as far as officials are concerned, even though Rosario has been getting in a lot of good shots at close quarters.
Chavez is fighting, Ray, like a guy who's had 54 fights. So I don't care if you're fighting Carmen Miranda, you still have been in there 54 times.
Well, the fact of the matter is, Barry, the fact he's been getting the activity. He's been getting a lot of activity, and the fact he's a good trainer. Plus, I think a fighter like Chavez is a natural. He's a thinker.
And yet Rosario hasn't taken a step back, and neither man has really been hurt.
You must watch the way, and it's something of great importance inside, that Chavez, he slips punches, and then he comes back.
Big right hand by Chavez.
Now what Chavez is doing is actually the same principle of chopping the tree down, working the body, and bringing the hands down.
Three-punch combination, one of them was low, but
Rosario needs to bring them hands up.
And another right hand by Chavez.
You see, what's happened actually is that Chavez is staying close to Rosario, not letting him get his punches or his leverage off, and he's loading up. Chavez starting to load up with his punches, waiting for that one big shot.
Combination again. Everything Chavez is throwing is in combination.
Now watch Chavez once again get inside. He works his way inside with the jab, gets close, dips, and then hooks to the body.
And there's a little swelling under the left eye of Chapo Rosario.
Punching it out. Punching it out. No hole. Come on, break. Watch your shoulders.
This is another dominant round for Chavez so far.
There's no, I don't see the snap I see with Rosario.
Once again, as Larry Merchant pointed out a little bit earlier, he's just not giving Rosario room to punch.
Whoa! In those early fights we showed the Gomez, Pintor, Gomez, Sanchez, Arguello, and Pryor, the naturally bigger man ended up dominating all of those fights. But here, Rosario, who appears to be the naturally bigger man, is not dominating the fight. Not yet in any event.
Actually, to me, Larry, it seems as though Chavez looks bigger and stronger. And he looked fresh of the two.
And the last round, Rosario just seemed to lose a little bit of the starch in some of his punches. Not to say he was getting tired necessarily.
During the rest period, Chavez looked over here and smiled, meaning confidence and things were going his way.
A translation from the corner of Edwin Chapo Rosario was that Rosario was saying to his handlers that something was wrong with his arms. He didn't know what it was. He just couldn't seem to get started.
Well, like in fact, I observed that earlier, Barry. There's not a snap to Rosario's punches like I've seen in the past. Also, I tell you what's not making this any better for Rosario is the fact that Chavez has been perpetual motion. I mean, he's maintained and kept up the pressure.
No holding, no holding. All right, break, step back.
Well, we will certainly keep an ear on the corner of Edwin Rosario after this round. Not sure if it's something physical or something psychological. Does that happen sometimes, Ray, where you just don't have it on a particular night?
It's the most frightening experience you can have. And here, that was a good combination by Chavez. But you had those days. You're in the ring, it is just not there.
Step back.
This is dangerous for both fighters here because they're both willing away.
Chavez again, everything in combination, and again a little bit of a headbutt.
Great, step back, step back.
Chavez has really turned this into a street fight.
Step back, step back.
But a beautiful street fight, that is. Look at the way he doubles up his hook, triples up his hook. Always finishes to the body.
And of course, one of the judging criteria is ring generalship, and Chavez just seems to have all of that.
Look at the combinations.
And that hurt Rosario.
Look at the combinations. And he becomes even more aggressive. Chavez, he senses that his man is a little dazed. And now he cut the ring off.
So we start the 7th round.
As was in the first round, or the second round, Chavez is always off his stool first, ready to start the fight again. I'm seeing more boxing from Chavez. Use of his jab, good upper body movement, using the ring, slipping punches, counter with the right hand. Rosario now is trying to pressure Chavez and see whether or not he can turn the tables.
It's a part of think is going on here, Ray, that suddenly Chavez has started to box and move away, and Rosario is chasing him, and it's reversing. Do you think that Chavez is taking a blow?
I think so. He executed or exerted himself a great deal in that 6th round, threw a lot of punches, and now he's back on the attack, throwing a lot of punches again, putting his combinations together.
Still a little bit of swelling under the left eye. It hasn't gotten appreciably worse for Rosario in the past couple of rounds. And it's not really in a position where the eye's in any danger right at the moment of closing.
That's a smart fighter, though. After he throws a great deal of punches, he becomes a little arm weary. And what normally a smart fighter would do, he would move around and use the ring, and they come back. Again, this is not a good place for Rosario to be, especially when he's standing straight up. You see what happens there? Especially standing straight up.
Well, really the impressive thing about Chavez is he invariably will at least double up and usually throw 3 or 4 punch combinations. Almost never one punch.
I don't like the right hand of Rosario. Nor does he has a tendency to drop it. And that left hook of Chavez is so devastating. Look how he worked the body. Both hands, both sides, digging both sides. That's what my trainer Dave Jacobs taught us years ago. Work both sides.
And the other thing that was interesting right there is Chavez scored with about 6 punches, and Rosario retaliated, and every punch that Rosario retaliated with was caught in the gloves of Chavez.
This is tough, old-fashioned, real prize fighting. You don't see quality fighters going at each other like this inside and pounding at each other. Tito?
We have to go take care of this swelling here in your face. Okay, rub his arm.
Respira profundo.
Breathe
Profundo.
deeply.
Profundo.
Deep more. Don't move your face.
Hay que trabajar, estamos perdiendo la pelea. Una pelea con los
Use las izquierdas para entrar primero.
Use your left hand.
Izquierda,
Use left, more left. You're doing fine. You're doing fantastically well.
No tiene que dejarle un poquito.
Don't let him do anything to you.
Vamos arriba.
We haven't seen any quit certainly in Rosario now, as some people thought